Two of the worst owners in the EFL collide this midweek as Blackburn Rovers take on Sheffield Wednesday over at Ewood Park. Can Blackburn Rovers finally get a win under the new coach? Or will it be Danny Roll taking away all 3 points? We'll take a look at that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. Looking forward to Blackburn Rovers up against Wednesday at Ewood Park, and we'll get to it in a second. Of course, if you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe and your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers, World Football, Championship Football. We're going to all hear under Roverseas. That's right, Rovers have been absolutely diabolical in the last 6 matches since the new coach coming in. I'm trying to stay on the right side of the wrong here, guys. I'm trying to back my boy here, Valerie Ishmael. It's been a shit show, but I don't know. The field, the mushroom of blame goes all over the place at the moment. Is it the owners? Well, it is the owners. It's the owners. It's the hierarchy. Even the fans, the manager is not doing himself any favors. But we keep on going, guys. We'll take a look at the game, of course, and much more in just a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the subscribe. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the patrons, of course. Now these previews are getting harder to do, because, Rovers are making my life an absolute misery. But anyway, we do it, we go for it, and of course, we're at it right here, right now. So let's get into it and have a look at the game. It's coming at you this coming Tuesday. We'll be here with a watch-along, so sit tight, hold on, and try and enjoy the misery with me, because it does like company. Now, they played 35 times, these two clubs, since 1993. 14 wins Rovers, 12 wins for Sheffield Wednesday. There's been 9 draws. Rovers are in 12th right now, 52 points for the season. They have lost 5 on the spin. Up against Wednesday with much better form. We'd love that form right now. They sit 13th with 52 points also, but they're also winless in the last 3. Now, of those 35 matches, Rovers have a 5-0 win on a record. We've got 62 goals against Wednesday, picking up a 1.77 goals a game ratio. Up against Wednesday, 4-1 win is their biggest. They've got 51 goals against us in those 35 matches, 1.46 goals a game ratio as well. Our top goal scorer, Andrew Wyman, is out. We haven't won the last 7 matches. This is the form book over the last 6 matches, both at Hillsborough and at Ewood. Of course, we're coming into on the back of that 1-0 win over Wednesday this season. But the last time they played at Ewood, Wednesday came out with a 3-1 win. In fact, it's been a good stomping ground for Wednesday over the last 4, both home and away, just 1 defeat in the last 4. Now, if you look at the last 6 at Ewood, it's even Stevens, with Wednesday unbeaten in the last 2. Last victory was back in November 2019. 2-1 winners for Rovers with the likes of Tonson Adebayo, and John Buckley on the score sheet. But yes, they are an awkward team, a bit of a bogey side, and a frustrating team to play. And especially this time where we just haven't got the confidence in us, it's going to be like a massive mountain. Now, over the record last 10 matches, we're looking for the green ones here. We have picked up 4 wins over the last 10, but Sheffield Wednesday do have the edge with 5 wins, and there's only been 1 draw, and that was at Ewood back on Boxing Day 2020. Would we take a draw right now? I don't know. I really want the win for Valerie Ishmael, just to get him off the bat. We roll back the years even further to 126 matches, and Wednesday do have the edge, 48 wins. Actually, no, we have the edge. 49 wins to their 48. There's been 29 draws. We have more goals as well, but it is very, very tight. It's very even Steven over the course of the time. Let's take a look then at the squads and all that kind of jazz. We have a squad value of 54 million. Let's round out 54 million euros with 2 million euros a player. 27.3 is the average age. In national team players, we have 5. We have 1 youth, 11 foreigners to their 17. Their squad valuation is 37 million euro, 1.32 million euros a player. They have a slightly older squad than us, more national team players and more youth players. So go to the coaches then under the microscope. It is Valerie Ishmael up against Danny Roll. Danny Roll with a 1.39 points per match ratio compared to Valerie Ishmael's 1.68. The record between these two coaches, Valerie Ishmael's record against Wednesday is pretty decent. He's managed against them 4 times, winning twice, losing the once, and drawing the once. His record against Danny Roll, he's yet to lose, but of course time is not on his side right now, of course. Danny Roll, though, coming at you, his record against Rovers, he's managed against them 3 times, winning twice and losing once. And again, his record against Valerie Ishmael is not good, but of course there's plenty of time to rectify that. Let's take a look at the key men then, shall we, or the star men, or the most valuable men. Of course, Tyree Stoner is the key man there, 5 million euro, up against Shea Charles, who is on loan from Southampton, who just today, hot off the press, confirmed they'll be playing Championship football once again next season. Of course, Shea Charles was on had a bit of news, didn't he, way back when? Of course, he was going to look like he was swapping Wednesday for Sheffield United in the loan market, but he stand firm and remained at Sheffield Wednesday for the season. Anyway, so the squads then. This is Blackburn Rovers squad. It is it's down looking threadbare a little bit with Carter out, Britton out, Beck out, Scott Wharton out. So 4 of those defenders are out, and you would probably say 2, maybe 3 of those would start if they were fit and raring to go. And it's major question marks over the futures of a lot of these folks. Beck will return. Ribeiro has just signed for a new contract. Dion Sanson expected to go back. Andy Bath will probably not get a new deal, and then of course we'll have to fill the void in the summer. As for the midfield likes, again, no Wyman. Forshaw questionable for his future. Probably won't. I don't know. He's probably going to leave as well at the end of the season. I don't think there's a massive fanfare for him to stick around. Last time around we did see Buckley get the start over Tronstad, which was a surprise move. Up top, Dennis, I think he's not out for the season, so we may see him come back. Yukihashi was good in the second half, but we still did lose. Corey Woodrow has featured in the last 2, one start, and then of course from the bench, and the other one, no Cargbo. And McTagay was very lucky to be on the pitch for the 490 in the last game. Anyway, this is my lineup. I've gone pairs between the 6, Jerry RC at the back, Bart, Hyam and Pickering. We got Tronstad, Travis in midfield, Dolan, Cantwell, Koza Dubry, and Ohashi for me. As for the opposition, let's take a look at their squad. They got James Beadle. He was out. They got Pierce Charles starting in between the squad there. Is he the same? Is he a brother from another mother of Shay Charles? They're both represented by Northern Ireland, so I think so, but let me know. I don't know. Of course. Ben Hamer also not starting for Wednesday. In the back line, Paul Valentin expected to start. Awieke as well. I've also got a bit of injury concern. A lot of these players are not featured in the last match anyway, so we'll see about that. Let's take a look at the midfield likes. Of course, Shay Charles is a standout. Barry Banner also can cause problems. Josh Winders is a pain in the ass as well. Moving into the top end of the field, Michael Smith has been playing. Callum Patterson, again, the guy who likes to score against Blackburn Rovers. And Gassama is the player that was, I think, on the books of Plymouth, who Rovers were looking at, and he also has been playing regularly for Wednesday. This is my lineup. We've got Charles between the sticks, Valentin on the right-hand side, Iwike, Fameo, and Johnson to make up the back 4. Charles and Bannon, Gassama, Windus, and Ingleson, and Smith as well. But again, some good options from the bench for Sheffield Wednesday moving forward. These are the star men moving at you. Of course, the main man, of course, from both sets of grass here is Barry Bannon, the top man on the field, 7.25 this season, with Shay Charles in second spot with 7.17. Then, of course, Callum Britton steps into it, but he's been injured. Dominic Hyam has played every match for Rovers. I think he's played every minute for Blackburn Rovers. Danny Bart, of course, coming back, but he has not been we've not been at our best since his return. I'd like to see them get some sort of return to form, because they were decent in the middle part of the season. It's just gone off a bit. Cantwell did okay in the last game, but really we were very, very dull up top. As for the overall scores, they're averaging 6.89 per player. We are ranked 9th best in the division. We have played 40 times, scored 42 goals, conceded 43. It's starting to turn here dramatically, averaging 1.1 goals a game. As for Wednesday, they got 6.83 average per the season. They've scored 54 goals compared to our 42, and they conceded 61 as well, averaging 1.4 goals a game. So they've got no trouble scoring goals. We have trouble, and we've had trouble this whole season scoring goals. Ball possession, we have a high possession ratage compared to Wednesday, 49% compared to their 47.2. We have 13 clean sheets to their 9 as well. Moving forward, what do we got here? Duels 1, 50.6 for Rovers. Aerial duels 51.6. They've got better in the air, 53.3. It's on the ground where they suck, 50.3 on average. So it's only slight margins. We have, of course, one more red card than they do as well. So that's, of course, that. What about the possession-based stats? Let's go at that closely under the microscope. Rovers in possession, they have pretty evenly split there down the left and the right hand side, and when in possession more often than not in the defensive third than the attacking third. As for Wednesday, more often than not are in the attacking third than the defensive third, but they'd like to come down the right hand side compared to the left. As for shots, Rovers prefer again evenly split between the left and the right, and of course prefer to shoot outside the box than inside the box. As for Wednesday, they prefer the left to the right, and again a little bit more high percentage on their shooting from outside the box as well compared to Rovers. As for defensive ranks, possession-wise, shots more often than not coming from the left-hand side than the right, and just 9% in the 6-yard area. As for Wednesday, again, they're getting the shots from the right-hand side more often than the left, and 16% of the shots are in the 6-yard area. As for the goals scored, Rovers got 28 through open play, 6 set pieces, 4 counter-attacks, 3 penalties, and 1 OG. They've conceded 28, though, through open play, 11 set pieces, 3 penalties, and 1 own goal. Goals, though, by Wednesday, 36 through open play, just 9 set pieces, which is better than us anyway, 4 own goals, 3 counter-attacks, and 2 penalties. They've conceded, though, 18 19 through set pieces. It's quite a high number. 36 through open play, 4 penalties and 3 counter-attacks. So those are all the stats for the possession and goals. What about the form coming into this? It's not looking good, is it, for Rovers? Back-to-back games without a goal. 5 defeats on the spin here. Of course, last victory was way back in February 15th. We went a whole month through March without a win. And yeah, the outlook is not great. This is our second home match in a row. We've got big boys, Sunderland still to come, Sheffield United still to come. Both of those games are away. Expected to lose those games. Luton of trying to find fault. I honestly, I'm very, very worried. We might get something in the Valérien Ismaël derby here. That might be the only blessing, but really it is doom and gloom. Wednesday, though, on the flip side, they'll take on us. Then they take on Oxford at home. Their away form is good. I'm not going to lie to you. Wednesday's away form is better than their home form. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But they've got how many? 1, 2, 3 away games out of the last 6 to do. You know what? They could string something together. But anyway, regardless of all that, this is the form as you see it. Wednesday are 14th, Rovers are 24th, rock bottom with just 1 point in the last 6. That is miserable, unbelievable, grim stuff. If you're a manager, let me go in my face here. If you're a manager, you got to snap them out of that. You've got to snap them out of that. And I'm the glimmer, the sparkle in my eye or in this season is if we somehow get a result here against Wednesday, maybe that could be a catalyst to something else, and maybe we can start to string a couple of results together. But as long as these defeats keep coming, I honestly think we're only going one way, and that is in big trouble. This is the form, our home form. Grim stuff. Without a win in the last 3, just 1 win in the last 5. It does include the FA Cup game against Wolves, but really 1 win last 5. Up against Wednesday, who'd like to play on the road. Just 1 defeat in the last 5. They like playing on the road. They've got big wins over Norwich. Plymouth are a difficult place to go. The only one they did lose recently was Burnley. But big wins all over the place. It's just at home that they suck, and that's what's ruining their season. This is what we can expect, though. Rovers, protecting the lead is very strong, attacking on the wings, stealing the ball from the opposition, and aerial duels. Our weaknesses, though, scoring chances, avoiding offside, and avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. The style of play is aggressive, and we do play in our own half. Wednesday, though, their strengths are coming back from losing positions, attacking down the wings, creating chances through balls, scoring chances, protecting the lead, and aerial duels. Their weaknesses, though, are defending set pieces, and the style of play is crossing the ball often, taking a lot of long shots, and they do mix it up with their 11. This is the table as you see it. Rovers above them on goal difference, purely on the fact that we've conceded much less. But a win for either side, we could go to 9th, depending on what goes on elsewhere. As for, it's pretty much as you were, really. The trajectory is not good for Rovers anyway. We're on a downward trajectory. We're only going one way. Wednesday could still probably salvage their season, and they could still finish in the top half, because right now, I think that's what's on the line. I think we're just trying to avoid finishing in the bottom half. And I think we could finish in a really woeful position at the end of the campaign. What else is going on this week? It is a double match week, of course. It all kicks off on Tuesday. Derby against Burnley. Come on, Burnley. I can't believe I'm saying it. Come on, Burnley. Relegation them fucking Rams. Meanwhile, Watford against Hull. Stoke against Luton. Norwich against Sunderland. Sheffield Wednesday against Millwall. Bristol City against West Brom. And Preston against Cardiff. We also have Borough against Leeds. I will be live with the game of Rovers against Wednesday. And in Wednesday, we have Swansea, Plymouth, Oxford, QPR, and Coventry against Portsmouth. So that's that. What about my prediction then, shall we? Let's take a look at my prediction. Well, what can I say? Of course, the game against Borough was 2 quick-fire goals. We really started off on the wrong foot. I would beg us to kick, if we have the option to kick off, to hopefully at least start the game on the front foot. This is must-win territory, realistically. I don't see many, I cannot see us getting a result against Luton Town at the moment. They're scrapping for their lives. They gave Leeds a run for the money. And I think that's just only going one way on the weekends. And after that, it's just a lot of difficult games for Rovers. And realistically, it could be the worst start for any manager in EFL history if things to go that way. And it would not be the great tonic moving forward into a new season. Toxicity will just run through the summer. We need a result and we need a catalyst, and that catalyst needs to be a victory. So I'm going to do it. I know it's bonkers. I haven't backed Rovers to win in a long, long time. I backed a couple of draws, which haven't worked out, but I'm going for the victory. I'm going for a 1-0 win. So hopefully, worst case scenario, we get a draw, but realistically, we have to win something for Valérien Ismaël's sake, for Blackburn Rovers' sake, for the sanity of the fans. Get something, get a bit of a spark back. And hopefully those embers can reignite our season, and we can at least end the season with a bit of a whimper instead of just being put out of our misery. Because right now, I am worried. I'm worried. I don't know how likely we are to go down right now this season. I still think there's, what are we on? 52 points. We should be enough. But just for my own mental state and your other Rovers fans' mental state, hopefully we can get the W. Anyway, I'm done. This has just been it's been a miserable few weeks for Rovers. Hopefully we can make April a better month with a lot of games still be on the line. But until then, see you later. Smash the old subscribe. We'll catch you on Tuesday live. But until then, we're done.